Hello students, in this video we will start our next article, which is Abel's test and Dirichlet test. In previous video we have seen Weierstrass M-test theorem and also some examples concerning it. Students, the Weierstrass M-test is of great importance, but it is only applicable to restricted class of series, that is the series which are absolutely convergent as well. But when this is not the case, then we should move towards some delicate test, or we need some more test, and so we move towards Abel test and Dirichlet test. So first of all we will see what is Abel's test. Here only statement is given. So if Pn of x is positive monotonic decreasing function of n for each fixed value of x in the interval ab, and Pn of x is also bounded for all values of n and x concerned, and if the series summation un of x is uniformly convergent on the interval ab, then the series summation bn of x un of x is also uniformly convergent. So briefly we can say that Bn of x is positive monotonic decreasing and bounded function of n, and for each value of x belongs to the interval ab, and also summation un of x is the series which is uniformly convergent in the interval ab, convergent on interval ab. Then we say that summation bn of x and un of x is uniformly convergent on the same interval ab. Further we will see some examples concerning Abel's test. So the first example on Abel's test is, here we have to show that the series summation -1 to the power n upon n multiplied by mod of x to the power n is uniformly convergent in the interval -1 less than x less than 1. So here this function mod of, since this function mod x to the power n is positive monotonic decreasing as well as bounded on this interval, bounded on interval -1 x -1 which is less than x which is less than 1, and also this series, also the series -1 to the power n upon n is, the series is uniformly convergent. So now we have a function which is positive monotonic decreasing and bounded on the given interval, and also a series which is uniformly convergent. So therefore by Abel's test, we can say that summation -1 to the power n upon n mod x to the power n is uniformly convergent, on the same interval which is -1 which is less than x which is less than 1. So here is the next example. Here we have to show that summation a n upon n to the power x converges uniformly in the interval 0 1 if the series summation a n converges. So since this function 1 upon n to the power x is positive monotonic decreasing and as well it is bounded on the interval, interval 0 1, and also it is given that also the series summation a n converges uniformly. Now we have a function which is positive, monotonic, decreasing and bounded on the interval 0, 1, and also we have a series which converges uniformly. So therefore, by Abel's test, we can say that summation an upon n to the power x is uniformly convergent on the interval 0, 1. So here are some more examples which you can try on your own. So next we will move towards Dirichlet test. So Dirichlet test states that if Bn of x is a monotonic function of n for each fixed value of x in the interval ab and Bn of x tends uniformly to 0 for a less than x less than b, and if there is a number k greater than 0 which is independent of x and n such that for all values of x in the interval ab mod of summation r from 1 to n ur of x is less than k for all n, then the series summation bn of x un of x is uniformly convergent on the interval ab. Shortly we can state that is bn is monotonic. Bn is a monotonic function. Then bn of x tends to 0 uniformly, and there exists k greater than 0 for which mod of summation r from 1 to n ur of x is less than k, and this k is greater than 0 which is independent of x and n in the interval ab, and then we can say that summation bn of x un of x is uniformly convergent on the interval ab. So this is Dirichlet test. Now we will see one example concerning Dirichlet test. So this is the example which we will prove using Dirichlet test. Here we have to prove that the series summation -1 to the power n x square plus n upon n square converges uniformly in every bounded interval. So let the bounded interval be ab, and so that there exists a number k such that for all x in interval ab mod x is less than k, and also let this summation un be equals to summation -1 to the power n which oscillates finitely. We know that this series oscillates finitely, and let bn be equal to x square plus n upon n square. As we know that this mod x is less than k, this whole function is less than k square plus n upon n square, and clearly this function bn is positive monotonic function of n for each x in ab. Clearly bn is positive monotonic function of n for each x belongs to ab, and also this bn tends to 0 uniformly. Also bn converges to 0 uniformly for a less than x and less than b. And so with this whole data we can say that by Dirichlet test this series summation -1 to the power n x square plus n upon n square converges uniformly. On the say any interval ab, and hence we have proved the example. So now let's move on towards our next article of this unit, which is uniform convergence and continuity. This article comprises of two theorems, and the first theorem is let Fn be convergent to F uniformly on the set E and X is the limit point of the set E. Assume that limit t tends to X, Fn of t is equals to An. Then we have to prove that this sequence An converges and limit t tends to X, f of t is equals to limit n tends to infinity An. That is, we have to prove that the sequence converges, and also in place of f of t we can have limit n tends to infinity Fn of t, since it is given, and also we know that An is limit t tends to X, Fn of t from this. So let's start with the proof. Since Fn converges to F uniformly on the set E, so therefore by Cauchy criteria for given epsilon greater than 0, there exists a positive integer n such that mn, which is greater than this integer capital N, implies that mod of Fm of t minus Fn of t is less than epsilon. Now as we have this X is a limit point of the set E, so we have X as the limit point of set E. So taking limit t tends to X, we get taking limit t tends to X, we get for mn greater than n implies, we will take here limit t tends to X, so limit t tends to X Fm of t minus limit t tends to X Fn of t is less than epsilon, and from this implies that, as here it is given that limit t tends to X Fn of t is equals to An, so here limit t tends to X Fm of t will be Am minus limit t tends to X Fn of t will be An, which will be less than epsilon. This is from given that limit t tends to X Fn of t is equals to An. So let this be number 1, and therefore from this we can say that this sequence An is a Cauchy sequence. Therefore An is a Cauchy sequence. As the sequence An is a Cauchy sequence, therefore by Cauchy criteria we can say that this sequence An is a convergent sequence and which converges to suppose A. So therefore we can say that limit n tends to infinity An is equals to A. Say this as number 2. That is, now we have to prove that limit t tends to X f of t, which is equals to limit n tends to infinity An, which is equals to A. So therefore we have to prove that, this implies that we have to prove limit t tends to x, f of t is equals to a from this, and that is mod of f of t minus a should be less than epsilon for all t belongs to the set E. So now to prove this, we consider mod of f of t minus a. So we will make some adjustment by adding and subtracting terms. So let mod of f of t minus fn of t plus fn of t minus an plus an minus a. Now we will separate the mod and organize the term. So this will be less than mod of fn of t minus f of t plus mod of fn of t minus an plus mod of an minus a. So let this be number 3. So now as given that fn converges to f uniformly on the set E. So therefore we have for any epsilon greater than 0, there exists a positive integer, say n, such that n greater than capital N implies that mod of fn of t minus f of t is less than epsilon by 3 for all t belongs to the set E. Let this be question A. Also from second we have here proved that at limit n tends to infinity an is equals to a. So therefore we have for n greater than capital N implies that an mod of an minus a is less than epsilon by 3. So let it be B. Now next, as it is given that limit t tends to x, fn of t is equals to an. So therefore for given epsilon greater than 0, there exists a neighborhood of x such that mod of fn of t minus an is less than epsilon by 3 for all t belongs to the neighborhood of x, or you can say the data neighborhood of x in the set E. So let it be C. So therefore using A, B and C in equation 3, we will get mod of f of t minus a, which will be which is equals to mod of fn of t minus f of t plus, sorry, this is not equal, this is less than, plus mod of fn of t minus an plus mod of an minus a. So from A, this is less than epsilon by 3. From C, this is less than epsilon by 3. And from B, this is less than epsilon by 3. So epsilon by 3 plus epsilon by 3 plus epsilon by 3, which will be less than epsilon for all t belongs to E. That is mod of f of t minus a is less than epsilon for t belongs to a. Therefore, we can say that limit t tends to x, f of t is equals to a, and here a is equals to limit n tends to infinity a. That is, we can say that limit t tends to x, and we know that f of t is equals to limit n tends to infinity fn of t, which is equals to limit n tends to infinity, and an is equals to limit t tends to x fn of t, and hence the theorem is proved. So next theorem of this article we will see in our next video. Thank you.